Welcome to Angie Chats and Tarot. Welcome in, Virgos. We're going to do a short for you here. I'm using 2 decks, and we'll do the situation and your advice. Thank you to all who've supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything's going to resonate. Take what does, leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself. Leave the rest. Virgos, what's the situation? The situation is happiness. Love it. You're very content with something. What is it? The moon. Oh, okay. Sun and moon. Oh, interesting. Potent energy here. Wow. The yin and the yang, balance. 7 of Swords in the reverse. Finding the balance out of the illusions. Justice in the reverse. No more injustice here. This is big, though. 10 of Wands, ending the injustice. The light and the dark, the yin and the yang. Finding the balance. Works against the illusions. King of Swords. This is your energy. You're working through this. Successfully. King of Swords would be brilliant at speaking out the truth, at speaking out their thoughts, at thinking their thoughts through, making wise choices here. I do feel like you're helping others. The Death card out here, transformation. Huge transformation for yourself, for others. 6 of Swords. Calming energy, balanced energy. King of Cups, nurturing energy. That's what you're bringing in as well. But I'm having to kind of pull this out of you, or you don't really see the effect you're having yet. What are we specifically talking about here? Regeneration for others. Yeah, abundance for others. The Devil's out here now. Against toxicity. Working against toxicity. Using all the elements. Fire, water, earth, air. Helping people that are tied to something toxic they can't escape. Wow. Knight of Cups, you come at them with grace, dignity, I hear, love. You come at this. Spread your joy. Your joy spreads. You don't realize, okay, you do not realize how effective you are, just your presence around people. And how your overall disposition fights without you fighting. You're just natural energy, fights injustice, somehow speaks to injustice. People feel like when around you, yeah, there's something about there will be justice here. There's no more illusions. I'm not comfortable with illusions. Like, you wake people up, just your presence. You want them, you help them to close out cycles. They recognize cycles they need to close out by your presence alone. Whoa. They recognize the need for calmness in their life. Whoa. You lead by example here. Wow, this is huge. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge. It's going to be difficult, challenging to do a short on. Yeah. 6 of Pentacles. What you give to people is extraordinary. You give them hope. You give them inspiration. You give them courage to change their lives in the way you have, to regenerate. Whoa. And you don't. Sometimes you're doing this on purpose to help them, and a lot of times just your presence alone shows them the light versus the dark they have maybe been thinking they're enjoying or putting up with. And you get some energy really moving. Excuse me, throat chakra. Moving for them and moving fast. Yeah, I do feel like you lead people down a path that they just are willing to jump, believe in you, and make huge changes in their life, healthy changes. What's the advice here? You don't realize how instrumental you are in other people's happiness and in your inspirational abilities. You could be somebody famous, yeah, and just your actions alone make them think, yeah, I really want a better life for myself. Or the way you lead your life. They want to be seen, Four of Cups. Yeah, you help them to be seen. There is some sort of justice here you bring about for people to be seen. You speak out. Maybe you not only are famous, but you speak out for those who are less fortunate, something like that. Do for those, have charities. You don't realize, the message is overall, you don't realize how many people you affect and how beautifully you affect them. Knight of Wands, yeah. And you move around quite a bit, and you just are unaware of how many people are affected by your beautiful energy. Advice would be to keep seeing the underdogs, keep seeing those who aren't seen, and keep making connections here. Keep building this. I hear brand. I don't know that this is a brand so much, but it could be, or your charities, keep building on them. Keep building on this goodwill. Let's say that, okay? Wow, I am very moved. I'm very moved. I'm very moved seeing your energy in the read. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, very giving nature. Keep the giving going. Build on that. Ten of Swords in the reverse, Page of Cups. Yeah. And serendipitous things will just come of this, like you won't believe how much this can grow or where this goes. Your generosity and your genuineness. Wow. Huge. Wow. Big. Emotional. Big. Regeneration. You help people start again. You help them start over. And you don't even realize it. You don't literally help them start over. I guess you could, but more I'm reading you help them be calm and see their life differently, what it could be. It's more of an inspiration, your energy, that causes the regeneration, the change for them. Incredible. All the while, you kind of act like, I'm a blade of grass in the lawn of grass. You could be very zen yourself. I'm not doing that much. You deserve to know that your performance, something that you're doing that is reaching the masses, helps them to realize things are not okay, that things need to change, justice needs to take place, they need to concentrate on their happiness, to not live the illusion, to close out cycles. Oh man, you're just more than a blade of grass in a lawn of grass, but that's how you live, and that's effective for you too. Wow, incredible. Let's grab a charm. Virgo, my. Yeah, nurturing. The rocking horse here, motherly energy, nurturing energy. You give that without even realizing it. And yeah, the moon, you give that without even realizing it. You're not even aware of how many people you touch and influence. That is your message. It's incredible, Virgo. Wow, I'm even taken aback. Okay, but it is a short, so I'm going to stay on task here. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, let's remember who we are. Let's remember our self-worth.